Have you ever been caught trying to baptize yourself at a car wash? I was raised in the kind of religious household where missing church meant losing dinner privileges. My father was a deacon, my mother ran the Sunday school, and my 3 sisters all sang in the choir. I was supposed to be baptized at 8 like everyone else in our family, but I had questions that nobody wanted to answer. Why does God let bad things happen? I'd asked Pastor Reynolds. He'd smiled that tight smile adults give when they don't have answers, and said faith meant not needing to understand everything. So I refused the baptism. My parents were mortified. The whole congregation whispered about the deacon's rebellious son. For 10 years, I was the only unbaptized person in our church over the age of 8. My mother would introduce me to new members with this pained expression, like I had a visible deformity she was trying not to mention. When I turned 18, the pressure intensified. My oldest sister was getting married, and Pastor Reynolds informed my parents that I couldn't be in the wedding party unless I was baptized. My father sat me down for a 3-hour lecture about family honor and spiritual duty. My mother cried actual tears into her meatloaf at dinner. Even my youngest sister, usually my ally, said I was being selfish. The night before the deadline, I snapped. If they want to be baptized so badly, fine, but I'd do it on my own terms, without the performance and politics of our church. That's when I remembered something from theology class about John the Baptist performing baptisms in the Jordan River. Natural flowing water, no congregation required, just you and God. At 2 a.m., I drove to the 24-hour car wash on Highway 9. The automatic wash had this perfect setup. Water flowing from above like rain, more water rushing past your feet, and complete privacy inside the concrete bay. I brought a white bathrobe from home and memorized the baptismal prayers from YouTube. I put my car in neutral, stepped out in my bathrobe, and triggered the wash cycle with my key fob. As the pre-rinse began, I raised my arms and started reciting the prayer I'd practiced. I come before you seeking redemption and rebirth through the cleansing waters. The soap cycle kicked in, covering me in lavender-scented foam. Not exactly biblical, but I figured God would understand the symbolism. That's when Officer Bradley's flashlight hit me through the spray. Turns out someone had reported a person having a mental breakdown at the car wash. He stood there for a full 30 seconds, just staring at me in my soaked bathrobe, arms raised to heaven, covered in purple soap. Son, step away from the vehicle, he said slowly, like he was talking to someone dangerous. I'm getting baptized, I explained, which in retrospect didn't help my case. At a car wash? It's flowing water, very biblical. He called for backup, not because I was dangerous, but because he genuinely didn't know what protocol covered this situation. Within minutes, 3 patrol cars had arrived. The officers stood in a semicircle, debating whether this qualified as trespassing, public disturbance, or just weird. Then my phone rang, my father's ringtone, in my pocket, which was in my jeans, under my bathrobe. I had to essentially strip in front of 4 police officers to answer it. Where are you? He demanded. Your car's gone and your mother's having a panic attack. Getting baptized, I said. What? Where? Which church? The quick clean on Highway 9. The silence lasted so long I thought we'd lost connection. Then I heard him tell my mother to get in the car. 20 minutes later, my entire family pulled up, still in their pajamas. My father stepped out first, surveyed the scene, his son soaking wet in a bathrobe, surrounded by police, standing in a car wash bay, and just put his head in his hands. Is this about Rebecca's wedding? He asked quietly. It's about all of it, I said. My mother started crying again, but differently this time. My sisters stood there in their matching pajama sets, looking between me and our parents. Finally, my father walked over to Officer Bradley. He's not hurting anyone, is he? No, sir, just washing himself, religiously apparently. Can we take him home? I need to finish, I interrupted. The rinse cycle, for it to count. Everyone stared at me. Then my youngest sister, Naomi, stepped forward. I'll do it with you, she said. I never felt right about my baptism either. Too much pressure, too many people watching. Before anyone could stop her, she walked into the car wash bay with me. Then Rebecca joined us, still in her bride-to-be tiara from her bachelorette party earlier. If my wedding's causing this, I should be here, she said. My middle sister, Ruth, sighed dramatically and stepped in too. Can't let you weirdos have all the fun. My father looked at his 4 children standing in a car wash at 3 a.m., then at my mother, then at the police officers. $70 for the Supreme Wash package, he said, pulling out his wallet. Might as well do this properly. That's how our entire family ended up getting baptized at a 24-hour car wash. My father reciting actual prayers while the rainbow foam cycle ran. My mother filming on her phone, 4 confused police officers as witnesses. Officer Bradley even said amen at the end, though he looked like he was trying not to laugh. Pastor Reynolds nearly had a stroke when he found out. He tried to say it didn't count, but my father, the deacon, shut him down. My boy found God in his own way, he said. Isn't that what matters? Rebecca's wedding went forward with all of us in the wedding party. During the reception, the DJ accidentally played Car Wash by Rose Royce. Our whole family burst out laughing while the other guests looked confused. Now it's our family song. We still go to church, but once a year, on the anniversary, we all meet at that car wash at 2 a.m. We don't get rebaptized, just remember the night we learned that faith doesn't always follow the rules.